It's like an archaeological dig, except it's being done above ground. Workers and preservationists are chipping away slowly at what remains of the old Senate chamber in the Maryland State House. The goal is to restore the room to exactly the condition it existed in when George Washington resigned his Revolutionary War Army Commission right here.
In my opinion, it's one of the most important rooms in the history of the United States of America. It's where George Washington resigned his command in December of 1783. Continental Congress was meeting here at the time, and it is also the room where the Treaty of Paris was ratified, thus ending the Revolutionary War, and it was also the room where Thomas Jefferson was appointed the first ambassador from the United States to a foreign country.
This phase alone is a 2-year job, a joint project by the Department of General Services, the Maryland Historic Trust, and the Maryland Archives. They emphasize this is not a demolition project. Mike Schneiderman with DGS calls it a deconstruction project.
It's really intended to support the ongoing physical investigation by our architectural team. So as you look around at the work that's going on right now, what you will see are contractors who are very methodically taking elements of the chamber apart while our architectural team is focused on the very details that are being unearthed and using those details to begin to put together a story and a theory about what the space would have been back in 1783.
The restorers are looking for clues under the plaster and the paint. They've already determined that 2 of the columns are original, the others will be removed. They also found that there was a false door in the original building.
We're currently investigating the space to determine what it may have looked like on the day that George resigned, with the intent of restoring it with as much historical accuracy as possible to that particular point in time.
This is not the first time the room has been torn apart. At the turn of the last century, it was reconstructed and then opened to the public. And until a few years ago, it was a major tourist stop within the State House. Now the work is being done behind locked doors, and for safety reasons, the room is closed until the project is completed.
You're talking about moving things inches, right?
Yes, mainly in the gallery. The columns are not placed exactly where they were at the time, and it's a little bit forward compared to where it was during George Washington's time.
The difference is an inch or so.
Well, again, we're trying to do this as authentically as possible. You know, what we say is that if George Washington walked back into the room today, he would recognize it.